Students, hope all are fine. So today we are going to start a science chapter named acid, bases and salts. Okay, so this is one of the chemistry chapter wherein you people already know that a beautiful science is divided into three categories. One is physics, one is chemistry and one more is biology, wherein this particular chapter is based on chemistry, wherein chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of chemicals. So we are going to study some of the chemical topics in this chapter. Okay, so this is a second chapter in your textbook, wherein first chapter, that was chemical reactions and equations, that chapter has been deleted from the syllabus. So this is the second chapter. As soon as you get the textbook, go through this chapter and this is the second one. Okay, so now I am going to introduce some concepts about acid and base. So as soon as I ask the question that what is acid and what is base, the immediate answer which I guess, that is acid is very dangerous and base is not dangerous, right? So as I say, acid is also dangerous. Sometimes base will also act as in a dangerous way. So as we see this acid and base, you people have already know that acid and base usually seen in laboratories, right? So if some chemist, if he is preparing any chemical, he uses some acid and he uses some base. So haven't you tried this acid and base at home? Hope you have not tried. So we shall discuss how this acid and base react with each other and which is dangerous, which is not dangerous. We shall discuss everything in this chapter. So now I want to tell that whatever the thinking you are in, that is acid and base is only found in the laboratory, that is completely wrong. Even acid, base, salt, everything will be used even at home also. Okay, so now I'll tell you how acid is used at home. See, everybody have tried a lemon juice, right? Everybody have tasted an orange also. So now, there is a saying that if a person, if he consumes a lemon juice in his empty stomach in the morning, then there is a possibility of losing the weight. Am I right? So some people tell that if you consume the lemon juice in the morning in empty stomach, you will lose weight. Right? So how do you lose weight? So this is because lemon consists of an acid. Okay? Lemon consists of an acid called as a citric acid. So what does the citric acid does? This citric acid, it grabs all the fats in your body and helps to loosen the weight. Similarly, I'll give you the one more example of orange. Have you tried by removing the peel and by squeezing it to someone's eyes? Everybody mostly have tried it. And why the elders tell that it is good for health. Some elders tell that it is good for health. If you squeeze the orange peel, there will be a water-like content, water moisture will be entered into eye, right? And that water content, it is very irritating to our eye, right? So why it is irritating? And some elders tell that it is good, but our science tell it is not good. Even that particular whatever the liquid content when you're squeezing that enters to your eye, that is also a citric acid. So citric acid, however, it is good for eye, but there is some limitation. If a small quantity of citric acid, if a small concentration of citric acid enters to your eye, there is no problem at all. But if a citric acid is entered in a large quantity, what happens is our eye will be damaged. So sometimes elders' predictions also will be wrong. So as per our science tell that a small citric acid content is not injurious, wherein if citric acid content exceeds, then only it is injurious to our health. So this is something about acid. Then I am coming to the base. So base, I'll give some examples like water is a base and glucose is a base. Glucose everybody know, right? So in our sports meet, whenever the sports day is going to happen, usually all the athletes will be well furnished with all the glucose bottles and glucose powders, right? So why these athletes or why these sportsmen usually prefer this glucose? Why? Because we know that glucose has an energetic content in it. So, and because of this energetic content, the athlete can boost some energy within him and he can win the race very soon, right? So he can win any competitions very soon. So this is some of the magical ingredient of base. So these are some of the difference between acid and base, and this is a introduction, and we'll start the topic from the next class. So now we shall discuss the difference between acid and base. So the first point says that acids are sour in taste. So now acids are sour in taste. Sour means what? Have you heard the word sour? Sour means in Kannada we call it as huli. Okay. So acids are sour in taste. And bases are tasteless. So tasteless, we won't get any taste from the base. Second point say acid accepts electrons where bases accepts protons. Now where do you find this word electrons and protons? Have you heard the three subatomic particle of an atom? So inside the atom we find the three subatomic particles. Those are protons, electrons and neutrons, right? So wherein proton means it is of a positive charge. Neutron means it is a neutral, that is 50% of positive and 50% of negative. Electron is completely of negatively charged. Now here acid accepts electron means acid accepts only negatively charged particle. Okay, so acid always accepts negatively charged particle. Now here bases accepts protons means bases accept only the positive charged particle. Clear? Next, third point say acids are able to increase H plus ions in concentration. Now acids have only the capacity to increase the H plus ion, wherein H is nothing but it's a hydrogen atom. Okay, it increases only the hydrogen ion in the concentration, wherein in bases are able to increase OH minus ions in the concentration. Okay, so bases has a capacity to increase only the OH minus. OH means it is a combination of oxygen as well as hydrogen. Clear? So H is in plus and OH is in minus. So it means H plus means it is a positive ion and OH minus it is a negative ion, wherein the positive ion chemically we call it as a cation and the negative ion we call it as a anion. So acids are able to increase only the cation, wherein bases have the capacity to increase only the anion. So this is the third point, and the last point say acid turn blue litmus to red. So acid turns blue litmus paper to red. So whichever the litmus paper which is blue in color, this acid has a capacity to change that blue color litmus paper to red color. Okay. So what is the work of base? Base turns red litmus paper to blue. Okay. This is a vice versa of acid, wherein acid turns blue litmus paper to red and here base turns red litmus paper to blue. So these are some of the difference between acid and bases. I have given 4 points, but study all the 4 points, and however this question is for 2 marks. So 2 marks at least you people have to write 3 points in each column. Okay. So better if you study all the 4, and if you study 3 it's well and better. Okay. So make sure you are clear with at least 3 points in both the columns. Yes.